You guys know me. I stay late often. It's just me here and the janitor. And
This clip was recorded by a school teacher inside his empty classroom in the USA. The school never had any paranormal history, but recently, students and staff had been experiencing strange incidents. A rumor had also started spreading that the spirit of a little girl was haunting the school, and there was a tragic reason behind it.
What's happening? See, but they just put a girl in the back.
A few months earlier, an accident had happened in the school where a very young girl was severely injured. She was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately, the doctors couldn't save her, and she passed away. Ever since that day, unusual things began occurring in the school. People reported seeing a small shadow-like figure wandering around the corridors and classrooms. On the night of November 16th, 2024, a teacher stayed late to decorate his classroom. While working alone, he witnessed something that terrified him so much.
all right, I'm just finishing up putting up decorations for the students when they get back. I was on the smart board setting things up. I'm taking a step back, and you guys know me. I stay late often. It's just me here and the janitor. And let me show you. Do you see? Do you see? I mean, is that not a kid sitting right there?
Reflection of the smartboard, a childlike figure could be seen sitting on a desk at the back of the room. But when he turned the camera toward that spot, there was no one there. The next morning, the reflection looked completely normal. The teacher believes he recorded the spirit of that little girl that night. On November 14th, 2025, a woman named Sydney travels to another town for a wedding. She rents an Airbnb with her sister and their pet dog, but the very first night, the dog begins acting strangely. He stands at one particular spot on the stairs and growls, doing this almost every single day. Sydney's sister notices it too. It's as if the dog senses something on the staircase.
Me and my sister, my niece, we're renting out this Airbnb for a wedding this weekend, and we were just out walking my dog. And when we came in, we heard
first, Sydney brushes it off. The curtains occasionally move on their own, but she realizes that's just the wind coming through the window. But then, one night she hears the distinct sound of someone climbing the stairs. At that exact moment, her dog's leash begins to move by itself, confirming that something is there. But whatever it is, it seems to be below, not above. When she looks carefully, she notices a door at the bottom of the staircase leading to the basement. The door is locked, and the basement light can only be turned on from the outside.
I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I think it's something that's underneath. So I tried to check, but the door is locked.
She starts to believe that whatever is affecting her dog is connected to that basement. So she uses her phone, sliding it under the door to see what might be behind it.
So this is the switch. You guys can see the light is on right there. I wonder if it's...
Just, can you imagine there's something right behind the door? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, did that just happen?
As she records, she whispers that the light switch is on the other side. And then suddenly she gasps. The door shifts. Something moves it, even though no one is supposed to be down there. If someone was really there, why didn't her camera capture anything? Sydney texts the landlord asking if anyone else lives in the house. His answer is simple. No, only you two are staying there. The next night, Sydney and her sister knock on the basement door. To their shock, someone gently turns the doorknob from the other side. They try recording it again. This time, something truly terrifying happens.
Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
When Sydney slides her phone under the door, a hand seems to snatch it from inside. She screams as the phone is yanked away. Moments later, the phone moves on its own and tumbles down the stairs. Something down there not only touches it, but actually picks it up. Following day, the landlord arrives. He unlocks the basement door and calmly hands Sydney her phone, which was lying under the stairs.
Reason for me to go down there. But I'm waiting to start hearing things from coming underneath my house. That's it. I'm out of here. Go under the door. Okay. Okay, well, door two, it's creepy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Strangely, she notices that his palm has triangles or pyramid symbols drawn on it. Is it just a coincidence? Or is the landlord involved in something secret, maybe even ritualistic? He doesn't look concerned at all, more like indifferent, as if he already knew what was happening. Perhaps the basement holds a secret he has been keeping all along. A girl had just moved into a new apartment. For the first few days, everything seemed perfectly fine. But then, one night, something terrifying happened. And you need to watch this video to understand.
What the fuck is it? Oh my god.
The kitchen lights started turning on and off continuously. When the girl walked into the kitchen to check what was happening, what she saw next will shock you. A black shadow with a face slowly peeked out from inside the kitchen and stared directly at her. The moment she saw it, she ran out of there in fear. If you were in her place, what would you do? Comment below. A father was recording his baby late at night while he played with his toys in the living room. He just wanted to capture a sweet moment on camera. Nothing unusual at all. But then something happened that shook him to his core.
Whoa!
On the right side of the room was a closet. Without any warning, the closet doors swung open on their own. At that exact second, a toy lying in front of the closet suddenly shot across the floor, as if someone had forcefully kicked it. The father froze. There was no one near the closet, no one touching the toy, and no logical explanation for what he had just witnessed. Panic hit instantly. He scooped up his son in his arms and bolted out of the room. Courtney was sitting on the bedroom floor, packing clothes for an upcoming trip, while her baby slept peacefully in the crib beside her. Her dog lay quietly at first, but after a moment he lifted his head and fixed his eyes on the doorway. She brushed it off as nothing. Dogs stare at random things all the time, but then his behavior suddenly changed. He stood up slowly, his body tense, and began to growl at the open doorway as if something had entered the room.
We'll give you a chance to see how it goes. And we drive there, it's 2.5 hours away, and it looked exactly like my vision. And immediately in my heart, like I cannot explain the feeling in my heart, like it just felt warm, and I'm like, this is it, like this is my vision. And you guys are like, wow, this sounds like such an amazing story, God is good, God is great, He is all the time, but there's more to it. And this is just, wow, looking back on my so he couldn't tour with me at a test that day, and it wasn't good to see my vision. And so fast forward to the wedding day. Fast forward to the wedding week. The entire the wedding, it says it's going to pour down storms.
Courtney froze, watching him, unsure of what he was sensing. A moment later, the dog backed out of the room in a nervous, fearful way she had never seen before. As she tried to make sense of it, a baby bottle sitting on top of the cabinet suddenly fell to the floor on its own. That was enough. Courtney grabbed her baby and hurried out of the room immediately. She later said there was no one else in the house, and she still has no explanation for what her dog reacted to, or what caused that bottle to fall. A boy named Jacob had a TikTok page called The Clown Doll. When he traveled out of state for work, he was given an old house to stay in. But what happened to him there? Let's watch.
I just heard knocking from the closet.
He kept hearing loud knocking sounds coming from the closet door. When he finally opened the closet and looked inside, no one was there. But what happened next was even scarier. When Jacob stepped out of the closet and back into the room, he saw that the doll was now facing directly towards him. Seeing this terrified him, but because of work pressure, he still had to stay there the next day. And what happened the next day? You'll see for yourself. The next day, the doll started staring at him again. So what was this? Was the doll possessed, or was it something else entirely?
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962.
A female real estate agent went to visit an old apartment for business. She decided to spend the night there alone. But while she was recording a video late at night, something unexpected happened.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
Suddenly, the door behind her opened on its own. At first, she thought it might be the wind, but there were no open windows and no air movement at all. But what many people fail to notice is an even creepier detail. Just moments before the door opened, one of the photos inside the picture frame behind her shifted unnaturally. Feeling a mix of fear and disbelief, the woman made the mistake of challenging whatever presence was in the apartment.
Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera. Open this door. Go ahead, open this door. Open this door like you do the other one. Come on, just move the glass or something. Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
This is exactly why you should never challenge things like this. What do you think about it? This next clip wasn't filmed in a haunted house, but inside a museum. Among its antique displays stood an old wax statue of a woman named Maria Sabina, a figure infamous for her involvement in witchcraft and black magic. The statue was disturbingly realistic, almost lifelike, and many visitors felt uneasy around it. One visitor was casually recording the exhibits when he captured something no one could explain. While filming near Maria's statue, the impossible happened. The statue moved. In the footage, its head slowly tilts and turns directly toward the camera as if it's staring at him. But the most chilling part? It was a solid wax figure. Its head wasn't designed to move at all. When people suggested it might be animatronic, the museum owner confirmed the statue was completely fixed.
Es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables. No hay nada.
After that, the clip exploded online, shocking viewers with its eerie realism and the statue's impossible, lifelike motion, making it one of the most disturbing museum videos ever recorded. The next clip was shared online by a woman named Angela. One night, she was alone at home with her infant baby. For some reason, her baby kept acting strangely. He was staring into an empty space in the room and crying nonstop, as if he could see something that she couldn't. This kept happening repeatedly throughout the night, and Angela began to feel scared and confused. Around 10 p.m., she suddenly received a notification on her phone. Her backyard security camera had detected a person. Thinking it might be her husband returning home, she opened the footage. But what she saw was something completely unexpected. Near the backyard door, a faint figure of a little girl was standing silently, facing the camera. The figure didn't move, didn't make a sound, just stood there staring. For a moment, it almost looked like a trick of the eye, but within seconds, the figure slowly faded away into thin air. The next morning, Angela recorded the area in daylight to confirm that nothing was placed there that could resemble a human shape.
This is the area, the door that it was like standing inside. We don't have anything or keep anything in this area because it's a walkway and it would be really awkward. And then this is where the security camera is. So when I looked at the footage, I expected to see a person. I didn't expect to see that though.
The space was completely empty. Connecting the dots, the baby crying at the empty space and the security camera detecting the figure, Angela believes something paranormal was in her backyard that night. A girl was asleep late at night when she suddenly heard loud knocking coming from her front door. Confused and scared, she slowly walked toward it.
Arrêtez! Arrêtez! Vous voulez quoi? Arrêtez! Parlez, merde!
When she finally opened the door, she froze in shock.
Je n'en peux plus. Je n'en peux plus. Bon allez, j'appelle les flics. 4h du matin. T'arrives. Elle est dans le noir. Elle est dans le noir. Putain. Je vais péter un câble. Je vais péter un câble. C'est quoi ces yeux? C'est pas ces yeux. Non, 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 non. Non, 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 non. C'est pas...
An old lady was standing outside, staring straight at her. Her eyes were unnaturally dark, almost hollow, as if they didn't belong to a living person. The girl felt her heart drop. So what do you think? Who or what was she?
So guys, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. If you found it interesting, don't forget to hit that like button. It really motivates me to create more content like this. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update whenever I upload a new video. And of course, share your thoughts in the comments section. I'd love to hear your opinion about this viral video. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.